So let's try out a new art supply today. I recently picked up this ink set. This is the Dr. P.H. Martin's Tech Drawing Ink Set. This is a set of 12 inks that comes in 1 ounce glass bottles along with droppers. I think that their more popular line is the Bombay ink set, which is their more natural color line that is super rich, and their Hydra set, which is their watercolor line. I chose the Tech inks because I really couldn't find a lot of information or reviews about this set, so I was personally just interested in experimenting with it, but I also wanted to use these inks in dip pens, technical pens, and airbrushes, which is what Dr. P.H. Martin claims that they are more suitable for. Before we dive in, I want to thank the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. If you are a lifelong learner who strives to be creative and curious, Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes ranging from illustration, freelancing, design, photography, video, and so much more. If you're curious, then I recommend starting off with Jazza's class on Skillshare called Mastering Illustration, Sketching, Inking, and Color Essentials. I've been having a lot of fun following his class since I'm getting more and more interested in ink drawing. Obviously you can tell by this video, and it's been really helpful to see what the process is like for other artists. I've also been following a few other classes in the graphic design and illustration category that have all been super inspiring to me. One of the best features of Skillshare for me is that I can view the works of other students and you can communicate with the instructors as well as the other students in the class, which gives a sense of a really supportive community. Members get unlimited access to the thousands of other classes, and premium membership is less than $10 a month. The first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare premium membership. Skillshare really encourages and empowers you to explore, create, accomplish real growth, and get lost in creativity. With that being said, let's continue. It's been a while since I've drawn in my sketchbook, so let's draw together today. I was really interested in these inks because of how waterproof they are. This makes the inks great for laying washes and layers on top of a drawing without having to worry about the color underneath bleeding or lifting off the page. The colors are all super vibrant. The only color that wasn't so impressive on first impression was probably the orange one, but I'll have to play around with it some more and just get used to it to get a more learned opinion of the color. I pulled out my dip pens, which I honestly haven't used in years. I do have a video about these pens if you're interested in learning more about them and how they work. I used a set of Tachikawa Pen Nibs to test and swatch the inks, so it was really easy to get dynamic line work ranging from super fine lines to thick, bold ones as well. If ASMR isn't your thing, then skip forward to the timestamp on the screen or mute and enjoy, but I'll be testing out both the nibs and swatching all of the colors in the set to get a good sense of what the set is like. I was inspired to do an ink drawing using one of the blues in the set after flipping through a book that showcased artwork by Van Gogh and Hockney. Using just line work, I wanted to depict these plants and vegetation as a texture rather than individual objects. There's also a subtle architectural element with the orthographic stairs that goes across the page, which gives a visual line to the drawing. I'm drawing in my sketchbook today since I really just wanted to play around with these inks and nibs. The sketchbook I'm using is the Seawhite black cloth sketchbook that has 140 GSM paper. The sketchbook is great because it has paper that's heavy enough to experiment with different mediums like this, but not too heavy to the point where the sketchbook starts to feel a little precious. So I did end up diluting the ink with a little bit of water to add a wash to the drawing. I did this both to test out how waterproof these inks were, but also to create a sense of depth to the drawing. I honestly don't know if I like this version more over the only line drawing, but I just couldn't resist adding some tones in. So this is the final drawing. It was super fun to sketch out, and I'm really excited to experiment more with these inks. If you're interested in seeing what their watercolor or Bombay ink set is like, please let me know in the comments, and I can try them out in the next video. Also, if you would like me to test out any other art supplies that you're curious about, please let me know and I will definitely look into it. Thank you so much for watching and for your support. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!